Hi, guys. It's Marlene of Living Your Best Life, and welcome to the final session of the Empowering Others Conference. I welcome you guys, and I thank you all for being here. I just want to say thank you to all my fellow hosts. It has been an awesome, encouraging, and inspiring conference. Starting off first with Boss Life Online, followed by um, Casey Detox Diva, followed by Rochelle's Blessing, followed by Be Amazing Sylvia, and we just finished up with I Am Tracy Lee. Yes, you guys did your thing. I'm proud of each and every one of you guys. I just want to say thank you. Anybody who has missed it, please watch the replay of everybody. So let me know if you guys can hear me. And I'm about to turn on my camera. Okay. Thank you all for being here. You guys let me know, can you hear me before I turn my camera on? Any technical difficulties? Are you guys hearing me? Put a 1 in the chat. And then we're going to get this thing going. Can you guys hear me? How's the volume? Volume good? Yep, you hear me? Okay, let me turn my camera on then. Hi, guys. Let me turn off my banner thing, my ticker. Okay, I turned off my ticker. Yes, guys, I just want to say thank you, first of all, to all the ladies who have participated. I'm going to start off by saying to you guys, this was not me. This is something that I was told to do for a long time. I was told to do a conference. I was told to speak about empowering others. And that was so important for it to be called empowering others. But I didn't listen. How many of us are guilty of not listening when we receive a message, when we're told to do something? We're told this is what you need to do, but we don't listen. We don't listen. And look how many people today got benefiting from this. See, sometimes we don't understand and we are told we need to do something. It's time to move. It's time to shake. It's time to do something, but we sit on it, but we are afraid, but we are letting all of those things come inside of us. No, no, no. We serve a God that is mighty. He is able. But that's why I wanted to do the topic of overcome and achieve. Okay, guys, overcome and achieve. Now, first of all, I'm going to start off by telling you guys, what does overcoming mean? Overcoming means succeeding at doing something or getting over a problem, a difficulty. And we all know that that's easier said than done. It's easier said than done to overcome things because there are so many obstacles that come into our life, right? So many obstacles. And sometimes that main obstacle is looking at you in the mirror, right? We are the obstacle. So we have to tell ourselves sometimes, just as God tells us, we have to move out of our own way. And we have to let God, we have to let God um, deliver the path. So whether you go to the left, whether you go to the right, sometimes you need to step back. Sometimes you need to evaluate, but you can move forward if you believe in the power that God gives within you. Okay? So some other synonyms of overcoming means prevail, conquer that difficulty, but you got to first put it in your mindset. Put it in your mind that you are deserving. Let us start there. Not everybody comes from a place of love and positivity and encouragement. It's something learned. We have to learn how to have that in our mindset. We have to learn how to love. We have to learn to believe in ourselves. We have to learn that we are deserving of good things. We got to start there. You are deserving of good things. I am deserving of good things. We have to put that over our mind and let it go down into our heart. We all know that the heart is the seat of motivation, because when things come into our heart, that is what allows us to start moving forward. When your heart is clean, when your heart is pure, when you have gotten to forgiveness, forgiving yourself, forgiving others, now you can move forward. You can't move forward when you're holding on to all of these things. Your mind is overwhelmed with so many things. You're thinking about what you should have done, who you shouldn't forgive, this person who hurt you. No, you have to forgive and you have to let go in order for you to move forward in your life. Come on, somebody. You have to forgive and let go for you to move on. That is the first step to overcoming any obstacle in your life. When you're facing with pain, when you're facing with loss of employment, you don't know how you're going to make it from one day to the next. You don't know how you're going to pay a bill. Or you may be dealing with heartache. You just got out of a bad relationship. You're dealing with a divorce. Or you may be going through a grieving process. Somebody in your life that you really love that has your heart broken in pieces and you don't know how to move forward. We have to remember that nothing that we face is too hard for God. Put that in your mind. Give it a moment to sink in. Nothing that you are going through is too hard for God. Do you hear me? Nothing that you are going through is too hard for God. And I think sometimes that is the biggest issue, is when we are thinking of things in a human standpoint. We're looking at things just in the human, but some things are things of the spirit. Some things are things of the spirit. Some things are more than just physical. You have to heal the wounds within your mind. You have to heal the wounds within our heart. We have to allow ourselves, see yourself, open your eyes and see yourself the way God sees you. Come on. See yourself the way God sees you. That's life changing and life altering. When you see that whatever it is, you're looking forward, when you have your focus that I am going to do what I am put here to do. I am going to be doing what God has for me. And I think that the biggest obstacle a lot of times is that we are looking and comparing ourselves to somebody else. We're looking at somebody who has more money, more financial means, a bigger house. Either if you're more shapely, you want to be slimmer. If you're slimmer, you want to be more shapely. We have to learn to accept who you are. Come on, who you are is good enough. And when you put that in your mind, who I am is good enough, now your life is going to change. Now your life is going to change. It's a whole 365, your whole world, your whole mind, everything starts clicking into place. Clicking, clicking, clicking. Everything starts aligning. When you start aligning your thinking with what God has for you, Now everything's changing. Now everything's moving. Everything's changing. Everything's moving because you are believing. You have to believe in yourself. You have to see yourself the way God sees you. And don't listen to what anybody else says, because the people who are saying things against you, people who are talking about you, they wish they could be you. They wish they could be you. They wish they could let go. They wish they could forgive. They wish they could move and shake. They wish they could make things happen. You have to not only align your thinking, but now here is the hardest part. You have to align your thinking with your actions. Align your thinking with your actions. So we not only have to be people who know who we are, people who believe who we are. Now you have to walk the walk. Walk the walk. Walk with your head up. Say, I am loved. I am blessed. I have the ability. I am strong enough. That's how you have to start. Thank you, everybody in the chat, for being here. I was just on my podium here, saying what is on my heart, saying what I needed to say, saying what I have been running from saying for a long time. Very quickly, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about my testimony. I think a lot of times we are afraid of our own testimony. We have fear because we don't want to let people know what we have been through, because we don't want the judgments, right? We don't want people to judge us. We don't want people to think less of us. You are not less. You go through situations to purify, to make yourself better, to make yourself whole. You got to remember that in your mind when you're going through the situation. I think the human thing is to say, why me? We call out and we say, why me? No, the question is, why not me? You go through things because you're refining your mind, your heart, and now you're walking into what you need to be, because everything is a lesson and a blessing. Everything we go through is a lesson and a blessing. Everything is a lesson and a blessing. When you go back in your mind a little bit, don't think of things that, I can't believe I went through that. I can't believe, woe is me. No, woe is me. You say, thank God. Thank you for using me. Thank God. Thank him for using you. Thank him for using you. And say, let my life be a testimony to others. When I first started out here on YouTube, guys, I used to be very passive, and I was afraid. Hey, Gina, I used to be very passive, and I was afraid to use the voice that God had given me. God gave me a voice to use. He gave me a voice to use. And it's all up to us on how we use our voice. We have the power and we have the ability within ourselves. I'll say that again. We each have the power and the ability within ourselves. Next comes the choice. We all know that with knowledge comes power. Now that you have the knowledge that you are successful and you're powerful and you're strong, now what are you going to do with what you have? What will you do with that knowledge? Are you going to take that knowledge and are you going to sit it on the back burner? Are you going to hide it under a box? Or are you going to take that box off and are you going to shine? Let your light shine. Let your light shine before others. And don't let fear, do not let fear hold you from change. Fear is one of the biggest obstacles that we have in this life. Fear will paralyze you. It's paralyzing. But we can allow, even in the fear, keep going, keep walking, keep going along the path until you know what you should be doing. The most important thing is to keep going, keep going, chug along, just like a train. It's not about how fast you move in the pace of your life. The most important thing is that you keep learning, you keep growing, you keep believing in yourself. And if you have the ability that if somebody is, you see them down, pull them up, encourage them, motivate them, share your story. Share your story. Don't be afraid because of judgments. Who cares? Who cares what somebody else thinks about your past? Who cares what somebody else thinks about the things that you have done? Who cares about your obstacles? No, 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 no. That's not important. It's time we stop thinking about what we have done and to now move forward to thinking who we are and who we are going to become. You got to walk into your better life. Walk into your better life. And I'll tell you why. You walk into your better life because you deserve it. When you have that within yourself, when you have that kind of love, that the depth, the deep depth of love for yourself, when you step into that, knowing that you're amazing, when you step into that, knowing I have the power and the ability to encourage somebody, you have the power to uplift somebody, you have the power to raise your own vibration. Your own vibration, your own energy source is dependent on you. A lot of times we think it's other people. Other people may say things. People may discourage you. People may talk about you behind your back. People may say hurtful things. People may lack support to you and for you. But all of that doesn't matter. It does not matter who supports you. It doesn't matter who's there for you. No, no, no. What matters is what you think about yourself, what you are doing, and walking in your path for what you want to do. What you want to do. Do you hear me? And don't listen to other people. You're never too old or you're never too young to make changes. You are never too old or too young to make changes. I came from a place of fear and doubt and worry. I was always worrying about everything, worrying about who would accept me, who would listen to my message, who would receive it, what would people think about what I have been going through. No. The moment when I stopped worrying about what others thought and start worrying about what I thought about me, what I thought about walking in what God has for me. What He has for me, nobody can take away. People may try. People may try to stop you. But it's up to you to filter in. It's up to you what you allow to come into your mind space. What do you allow to come into your mind? What do you allow to penetrate your thoughts, your heart, your spirit? What do you allow to come in? What do you allow? Do you allow love? Do you allow light? Allow those things to be your portion. Forgive others. Forgive yourself and move forward. Don't move back. Don't think about the past. We stay in the past too long. It's time to move forward. It's time to move forward. So get up. Wherever you have been is not where you are today. Every day is a new opportunity for change. Every day is a new opportunity for change. Every day. But you have to make that decision. You, and you have to make that decision. That's when the trajectory of my life went from here to sky's the limit. Sky became the limit when I realized I I was the one holding myself back. When you put it in terms, your whole life changes. You cannot blame other people for your life. You have to accept responsibility. You have to be accountable for you. Start looking at yourself in the mirror. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, what can I do? What can I do to succeed? What can I do? Take ownership of your life. Take ownership. When you accept ownership, when you accept responsibility, when you let go, when you forgive, when you believe in yourself, when you look at yourself in the mirror, when you say, I am something awesome, I have something to share, I have something to be, I have things to do. Yes, so that means I have to say, Marlene, it's time to go. Marlene, it's time to move. Marlene, it's time to motivate. Marlene, it's time to move forward. Marlene, it's time to go. Insert your name and tell yourself it's time to go. It's time to do. It's time to be. Do you hear me? It is time to go, do, and be. Stop living in the past and start living for today. One of the most powerful things that I ever heard in my life is you have to learn to live like today is your last. Live like today is the last day of your life. If today was the last day of your life, how would you live? What kind of changes would you be making? Would you be forgiving? Would you let go? Would you be traveling? Would you be doing X, Y, and Z? So live that way every day. Live like you don't have another day left. And that's when you'll be right focused on what you need to do. When you're aligning your thinking, you're aligning your mind, you're aligning your spirit. Align what you think about yourself and let it show up in your actions. We all can talk. It's easy to talk. Oh, we're always gonna, I'm gonna. No, not gonna, I am. Don't say things of the past. Speak in the present. I will. I am. I can. You have the ability. You are worthy. You are worthy of everything. So show it. Like I always say, when you're part of the Best Life crew, you have to just know it, just breathe it, and be it. You can't just say, I am. How is your life? How is it showing up in your life? It's easy to say. It's a whole different thing to do. So that's why the next part is achieve. To achieve, you have to claim victory. Claim victory, and you have to claim it today. Claim your victory today. You have to speak it over your life. I claim victory over Marlene's life. You have to insert your name. I claim victory. Claim it over your life. And we have to remember we have to move past fear, doubt, and become willing. Become willing to look at ourselves like God does. If we look at ourselves in the mirror, you should be so in love with yourself and tell yourself, I am unstoppable. I am unstoppable. Nothing that I have been through, nothing from my past, nothing that people have said about me, every struggle, every burden, every hurdle, every ache in my body, I overcome, I overcome, I overcome because I'm deserving of it. Claim your victory today. Claim it, claim it, claim it. Now, I usually don't get into the word here on my channel, but I just feel like saying it today to do all of the things to overcome. Now, next, we have to move into trusting God. And Proverbs 3, verses 4 and 5 says, trust in the Lord with all your heart. With all your heart. In all your ways, take notice of him, and he will set your life straight. He will set your life straight. When we allow God to shape our life and we move along with what God has for us, we believe it, we receive it in our spirit, we open up our heart and we say, God, purify me. God, give me victory. God, I am able. Yes. Now your life is changing. Now your life is shifting. Now you can achieve. Because you have to first overcome your hurdles and your burdens, your doubts, your fears. Now you can move into the next phase of your life, achieving. So, what does achieve mean? Achieving means successfully bringing about a change, bringing about a desired objective. So, to achieve, it implies success. You have to believe that you are successful. Here in your mind, you are successful. Thank you so much, Gina. I appreciate that. You have to believe in your mind you are successful. You are successful. Claim it. Speak it over your life. I am successful. You are successful. Walk with successful people. Mentor successful people. There is enough success, love, light, and empowerment out there for everyone. There is enough love, light, empowerment, strength out there for everyone. What somebody else does, it does not take away from your shine. What is for me is for me. What is for you is for you. Do you hear that? What is for you is for you. A lot of times we kind of waver, we're kind of hesitant, we're kind of on shaky ground, but you got to make your foundation strong with God. Make your foundation strong with God, and then He can move you forward. He can move you forward when you believe, when you trust in Him, when you love yourself. Yes, you have to move forward with God. Move forward with God and believe in Him. Believe in Him. And you have to speak it over your life. You have to say, God, whatever is within me, all my doubts, God, all my fears, God, everything that I am struggling with, my doubts, my fears, when I'm not consistent, when people don't support me, when I feel like I'm not able enough, all of that, bring it to Him. Bring it to Him. There is nothing that you can't do. Nothing that you can't do. There is nothing that is too hard for you, but you got to trust God. You have to walk in faith. You got to love yourself. Oh my goodness, guys. This has been amazing. I have thoroughly enjoyed this empowerment conference. I have thoroughly, and anybody who has missed, we started off this morning with Boss Life Online. Then we went over to Casey Detox Diva. Then we went to Rochelle the Bayesian. Then we went to the amazing Sylvia. And we just left I Am Tracy Lee. This has been an awesome conference. I appreciate all the ladies for participating, all the ladies that have allowed themselves to be vulnerable, that have opened up their heart, that have shared a part of their testimony. Remember, you don't have to step on somebody else to be successful. You don't have to step on anybody else to elevate yourself. Elevate your mind, and know that you can do anything. You have the ability. Walk in that, believe it. I appreciate all of you guys, and I hope you guys will watch the replay if you missed any of the other speakers today from the Empowerment Conference. This is not the last conference that I will be having with other content creators. I hope eventually this is going to be something that I can involve bigger motivational speakers to be part of it. And I want to talk to somebody who, like me, who is struggling with doubts, who's struggling with fears. Move forward with God. Move forward with God. What He has for you is for you. Nobody can stop what God has for you. But you got to believe that. You have to believe it. Nobody can make you believe something. Nobody can make you love yourself. It's personal. Take it personal. Your life is personal. Use your life. Use your testimony. Use your faith. Use your ability to encourage, to uplift, to motivate. I thank everybody for being here. I thank everybody for their support. And check out the other ladies if you have not already. Believe in your love and light. And as I say all the time on this channel, just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life. I will see you guys on the next one. Tomorrow, Boss Life and I are doing a Sunday talk show, and we are talking about the 12 steps to recovery. I will see you guys then. I enjoyed the conference, guys. Thank you guys for blessing me with your presence. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you, everybody. Have a fantastic day and walk in overcoming and achieving. Blessings, guys.